This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. I like how you're laughing too.
Well, it's funny.
We're soulmates.
One night, maybe if I feel like it, and I emphasize if I feel like it, maybe I'll do more Soul Calibur 6 online play. I don't know, and I'll be honest with you guys, I'm on the fence. Here's the deal. So, I played Soul Calibur 6 online earlier this week after playing through all the story content, which I actually enjoyed. I enjoyed doing the story mode content of the game a lot. So I finally get to the online play, which people have been screaming for all week for me to play. Okay.
Basically the stream was very toxic. More toxic, more toxic. Yep, I'm toxic.
And what I mean by that is most people who were here, well, not most people, but there was a large group of people who were here only to talk shit and be toxic, and I even got major complaints from regulars. They were like, Phil, you know, this kind of sucks because you've been having fun with Soul Calibur, then you go online, and you got all these people being nasty in the stream chat all day. And in particular, by the way, the stream was not very, productive nor positive. It wasn't like people were being super contributing or anything like that. It was mostly people here to just talk shit. And I'm going to be very frank with you guys. That's not what I want my streams to be about in the modern era.
This shocks me.
I've changed myself over the last few years to not be about that kind of stuff, which is why I really usually don't focus in on games that would bring in that kind of crowd. And I was pretty disappointed that I played Soul Calibur 6, and here I am trying to learn the game, and the connections are pretty bad. And of course I was raging, and I look at the stream chat, a bunch of toxic, nasty people. Okay? Regardless of the fact, oh, your views were up. Yeah, but it was all toxic people. I don't want that element in here. I don't want to bring in hundreds of people who normally wouldn't watch my content, and the only reason they're here is to shit on me, shit on everything. Like, there's no point.
There's literally no point. I got nothing out of it. I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills. You know, this is a business. This is the way that I put food on my table, and I pay my bills, and I pay my taxes. And if I don't make money, I can't keep doing it.
Besides just getting my fucking blood pressure up, okay? So, being quite honest, I don't even know if I want to do Soul Calibur 6 again. I was actually pretty upset at that session that not only was I angry that the online play was not very good in the game, then I look at the stream chat and everyone's being toxic and nasty.
And no one's contributing. I'm like, well, then what the fuck is the point of me doing this game, right? It's gross. It's for this. It's not because they love what they're doing. It's not because for the love of the game or because they're true gamers. It's for this. And this is what it's become. It's not about putting out a quality review. It's not about putting out a quality playthrough or quality stream. It's about making this. Anything for this, right?
So, I don't know. Alright, we'll see. If I play Soul Calibur 6 again or not, I'm going to think about it. Maybe after I have some time to cool down and focus in on other styles of games, maybe I'll want to go back to it. But as of now, it's like the last thing on my mind, okay?
You're not a real gamer.
Now, I did a poll yesterday. Actually, it was the day before, and it ended last night. On Twitter, I was curious, out of my viewer base, okay, who would be watching my playthrough where? So about 27% of the voters said they would be watching live during these first few days that I'm playing the game, okay? So a little bit over a quarter of my overall viewing audience said that they would be trying to tune into the streams. Then another additional 17 or so % of people said, I will be tuning in after a few days. I'd like to really immerse myself in the game for the first few days, and then maybe when you come back from your break on Monday, maybe Tuesday, I'll jump on your streams and see where you are in the game, because more than likely I'll be far ahead of where you are, Phil. Therefore, I won't spoil for myself, and I'd like to then experience the game with you live when I can, okay? Okay? So that's number 2. Now, number 3. The third group of people said, I will be watching your videos on YouTube, okay?
All right, new phase of creation, I've had enough of you. And now you're going to be banned for the entirety of this stream. I'm just going to ban. Oh, you're going to get salt, 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 salt. It's, oh, even now, again, my mouth overpowered with salt flavor.
You're gone. New phase of creation, I'm sorry, guys. He literally just sits here and follows what detractors say and reiterates the shit that they say, and I've had enough. I can't take this guy anymore. Every single fucking day, this guy is a negative influence on our streams, and I've had enough. Unless this guy is actually going to concretely apologize for his behavior, which he does
Every single day he comes in, he's toxic. Pathetic excuse for a content creator. If all you do is make drama content or you have to call people out just to get drama views, you're a shill, you're a hack, you're a waste of everyone's fucking time. And way to show that you are a relic who is not pertinent anymore because you have to make drama content.
Okay? I'm not gonna put up with this guy anymore. So everyone wave goodbyes to Delta. He's done for today, and unless I really feel in a better mood, I think he's gone for good because I had enough of him. Here I am, I'm trying to be positive about this game and everything. Your views didn't crack 1,000 views on YouTube overnight and blah. Shut the fuck up.
Why am I toxic? Toxic. Toxic is the best way to describe Phil.
Like, seriously, dude. How about, here's what you do. Take yourself out of the stream and go to the detractor content where you belong, because that's obviously who you are and what you want to be about. Go watch their shit. Okay? And leave us all alone to be positive and have fun here on a daily basis. You can go have a negative, toxic fucking life with them. Because we're done with you. I mean, everyone's at this point is fed up with this fucking guy. Okay? So, good riddance. Alright, now continuing on with what I was saying. Sorry for the derailment, everybody. Okay? Per this vote on Twitter, the third group, which was the majority of people who voted, said we're going to watch on YouTube on demand once we get far enough into the game ourselves so that we're not spoiling ourselves. So, this was 57% of the people who voted said that's how they're going to follow along my Red Dead Redemption 2 playthrough. So if you do the math, roughly about 45 or so % of people said they would eventually be watching the streams, while around, you know, a little bit over half of the people said we're going to watch on demand on YouTube. Okay?
So who gives a shit if anyone watches on YouTube, right? That's kind of the attitude I'm taking.
That being said, this is exactly what happened with the other big playthroughs I did this year. For example, God of War. The streams didn't get much attention, but the videos on YouTube did really well.
Day one views, day one inflated views, make the money.
Okay, so it basically evened out. It wasn't that big of a deal that we didn't have giant crowds on the streams every day because people were watching at their own pace on YouTube afterward. Okay, same thing with Spider-Man. Although I will say the streams of Spider-Man, at least the initial few streams, were a lot more popular. But the hype for that game did die down within a few sessions. And really, it was the YouTube viewership that kind of, you know, carried along and was good. So, basically, the way I'm seeing it is this. It doesn't matter, guys, how many people are on the streams for Red Dead. It seems like people will be watching no matter what. Whether if you guys could be here live on the stream every day and hang out with me as I experience this game live with you, great. Welcome. Let's have a fun, crazy good time these next couple of weeks here as I go through the game and we experience it all firsthand. Many of you will already have played ahead of me, and so there won't be spoilers. Many of you are not playing the game, and so you're going to just be experiencing it with me for the first time. No matter what your situation, welcome and thanks for being here on the streams. But I want you to understand something. Okay, I do. I want you to understand that this is not about viewership. It's not about that kind of stuff. I don't want you guys coming in here and looking at viewer count and looking at stuff and freaking out, because that's what the problem is. You get so inundated with the negativity and the toxicity of people who want to talk shit about, oh, look at this, Phil's performance is this and that, when in reality, I'm not even looking at it. I'm just playing games and having fun, and I know that success comes hand in hand with doing that and not worrying about the micromanaging a little shit. Trust me, I used to be like that. Back before I came back to Twitch and I became an interactive streamer, I used to stare at viewer count when I used to stream. And I would be pissed if viewer count didn't reach a certain amount by a certain amount of time and yada, yada, yada. And it's so stupid and pointless and doesn't matter. It's true. It's very true. It's just completely, you know, it doesn't make, it's stupid. Because I see people come in and bring it up constantly. Oh my god, Phil's playing Red Dead and he doesn't have a lot of viewers. It doesn't matter. They said the same thing for Spider-Man. They said the same thing for God of War. It doesn't matter. People are watching the playthrough regardless of if they're here live every day for the streams. People are watching the playthrough and enjoy it. So don't worry about it, okay? I know some people will be freaking out. You'll see people coming in and saying stuff like that, trying to spin it negatively. It's not. You know, based on the feedback I've gotten, most people will end up watching this eventually at their own pace on YouTube. Some people will be watching it now. Some people will be watching it next week, right? And it's going to fluctuate, okay? Just everyone relax and just have fun. And that's what it's all about, okay? It's not about, overnight one of your videos didn't get 1,000 views, and that's why Delta is not going to be here anymore. Because I had enough with his toxicity and trying to spin everything into a fucking negative. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your shit, okay?
My God, the stream numbers were terrible. Wow, what happened? It looks like we barely even had 300 on stream. Wow. I don't know what's going on. Listen, here's the bottom line, and I'm tired of it now. No more excuses, all right? Because the bottom line is people are like, Phil's not engaged in his commentary, and Phil's commentary is boring, and that's why people don't want to watch the playthroughs of the streams. Bullshit. I'm loving this game. I'm voice acting. I'm engaged. I'm commentating on everything that's going on actively. Bullshit. I call massive bullshit on any idiot who says that. I call complete and utter bullshit on anyone who's saying that I'm not engaged and I sound like I'm bored. I'm not. So I've had enough excuses. It just seems to me like people are fucking lazy and don't want to come out to the streams. I don't even know what else to say, you know? I mean, this is kind of ridiculous that I can't even get 400 people for a live stream anymore of new games.
All right. So, that is my approach. Enjoy the game at my own pace. Hopefully get it, you know, to the point where we can get really far, if not beating the game by mid-November. If you can be here at all for the live streams during the daytime, great. If not, come by at the night streams. The night streams will always be something different. I'm not going to be doing full days of double Red Dead on purpose. So for those of you who aren't interested or don't want to be spoiled on those streams, you can come by and chill with me at night for a completely different kind of content. You know, and, you know, I think it's going to work out. I do. I'm feeling positively, and I do think that it's going to work out, okay?
That it's disgusting in my opinion. Like, I'm actually disgusted.
T-Dubs has cheered. He says, thank you for bringing attention to that Soul Calibur online stream. I was annoyed. Sorry if I came off as negative that day to you or anyone in the stream chat. Yeah, you know, it sucks because I love fighting games, but I'm not part of the FGC. I'll say that again. I'm not part of the FGC. I don't attend other streamers' streams and watch tournament footage. I don't pretend like I'm a tournament level player. I'm not.
I myself am a former pro fighting game player. I am a former professional fighting game player in the capacity, not that I did it for a living. I was a high-level tournament player, 4th place at EVO, top player of Street Fighter 2 that year overall in the country. And then after that, years I had won, qualifiers, various qualifiers for EVO, and, you know, done pretty good in tournaments overall in Street Fighter 2 over the years. Any moment, I can pick up a controller, and I can play any game at professional level.
I'm just overall pretty good at all kinds of different games. I think I could take something like that World Cyber Games Ultimate Gamer. You want to know the truth? I'm probably one of the best overall gamers in the country. Okay, I don't participate in the stuff they do. I don't use their lingo. I've been out of the loop of the FGC for the greater part of almost 10 years at this point, okay? And I have no desire to be part of it. But whenever I play a fighting game, you get that element coming into my streams. People, gee, let's see. Person we've never seen before, right? Don't know who the hell they are. They come in, they immediately start shitting on me. They start shitting on the game. They start shitting on everything. Basically just being negative dicks whenever I play a fighting game online. And sadly, especially if we don't have, you know, a lot of moderators who are on the cuff, you'll get people who will come in and just be nasty constantly. And it does bring down the streams, in my opinion. You know, people who are here regularly and aren't basically exposed to that kind of toxicity on a regular basis, watch those fighting game streams like, man, I don't want to be here. Phil gets all upset. These assholes, these trolls, basically piss everybody off. And where is the fun in that?
The salty tears. Salty tears.
You know, we're coming here to see Phil enjoy games and be chill and you know, share those experiences. Then when he goes to play a fighting game, he's not having a good time because the online play sucks. Then he gets trolled by a bunch of assholes who we've never even seen before, you know? It just doesn't equate to a fun time. And I hear that. That's why I'm telling you, like, I'm really on the fence about playing Soul Calibur 6 again. Because not only is the game incredibly fucking laggy in most matches, making it almost impossible to play online and learn, then you got the negative troll element who comes in, hundreds of them too. But like I said,
the stream had good viewership, but no one was being positive or participating positively or contributing. Instead, it was just people shitting and shitting and shitting. And we don't want that, you know? It's not about the money. It's not. I'm not here to take a paycheck.
All right, and Itachi cheered again and said, fuck the detractors. The best way to move forward is not to pay any attention to them. Yeah, you know, I agree. There's no point in paying attention. It's just that, in particular, you got someone who's a stream regular in Delta here who has been around for years, but literally on a daily basis just says negative toxic stuff. You didn't do so well with your views. Did you hear this from the detractors? And he literally will repeat what the detractors say somewhere else here on the stream, and we don't need that element. So, good riddance at this point. I'm done with it. I really am. I'm done with it. Patience can only go so far. We're about to head into the biggest game of the year for me. One of the biggest playthroughs of 8 years in the making, playing the sequel to Red Dead. It's a really special time for me when I get to go back full circle, and I look back at a game from the beginning of my YouTube career. You know, this was, what, 2010? When Red Dead Redemption 1 came out, and I really enjoyed playing that game for YouTube. 8 years later, I get to play the sequel, and you gotta have a negative dick who comes in and just tries to spoil it. Enough is enough. Good night. Good night, sweet dreams, my prince, and go do stuff elsewhere and leave us all alone to actually enjoy what I'm doing here, okay?
You're obnoxious. You're obnoxious, and that's why no one likes you.
Poopster has cheered. He says, to be honest, Phil, I left the Soul Calibur 6 stream earlier than I planned. I love your streams, but the trolling was too much for me. Yeah, it was bad. And a lot of people even said that. They said, you know, we like your streams on a daily basis. They've been a lot more positive, a lot less toxic, a little more chill. You know, we come to your streams to relax and escape our own daily stresses. Why do I want to come to a stream of Phil's where he's all stressed out and everyone's just being a dick? So, I hear ya. And that's why, again, I'm very much on the fence about going back to Soul Calibur at this point.
Shout out to Tutankhamun, who just tipped me $20. Thank you, Tutankhamun. Appreciate that, man. You are my bitch. Thank you for the free money, dummy. And you can lick my balls. And if I look down at the stream chat and everything is tut, 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 it's going to be ban, 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 and then we're going to continue on like normal fucking humans and not idiots. Very, very, very hypocritical. Because anyone who is streaming it early on Twitch and or putting out a playthrough early on YouTube and getting insane amounts of extra views and extra money from their viewing audience is a fucking paid shill, because even if they weren't directly paid by the game dev, they're still making extra money to play a game early, and it's an elitist practice that needs to stop, because what it creates is artificial hype for games that, in that case, just think of State of Decay 2, how bad the game was, right? However, I 100% fully agree based on the amount of mainstream response I got from influencers against that tweet. Yeah, they were all butthurt that someone actually called them out and made them look as fucking shill-like as they actually are. In particular, there was one or two people who responded, and I really, really wanted to respond to their tweets directly, but I held back and I didn't, because they have big fan bases, but the bottom line is all they are paid shills. They literally only play games for money. And it was really bad to the point where I could have ripped them a new asshole. I was like, I'm just going to hold back, and I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, because we don't want to open the Pandora's box. These are people who live on the fucking internet. Their only power in life is doing shit on the internet. These people wouldn't fucking do a thing like this in real life. They don't have the guts. And they certainly don't have the ability, because they would be pounded into mush. Yeah, again, I think it has to do with being sheltered. People grow up sheltered on the internet, and so now they think, oh, it's fair game to do whatever the fuck you want, you know? But the bottom line is these people would not be able to pull this off in the real world. What pasta do you prefer? I prefer a penne. Oh! Easy to eat. Oh! Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. Phil's a racist. Phil's a scammer. DSP's a pedophile. DSP is a thief. DSP is a greedy fuck.
This guy's a bitch.
I have a micro penis. Alright, I'm not dead, but I swear to God I wish I fucking was.